Casting from the heart of downtown Hollywood. This is SoFloRadio.com.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Rick Show on the radio. What's the date? January the 29th, 4 o'clock. Here we are with some good friends, Diana S. Rice,
hello.
Randell J. Jackman, and Randell brought Aaron. How's it going, Aaron? Aaron, what's your last name? Abelto, right?
Yeah. Aaron Abelto, that's how it is.
Okay. Hey, you guys, we're on the air. We're live, and we're going to say hi to our moms right now. All right?
Hey, Mama.
Hola, Mami.
Let's listen to Cut Back a little while. What do you say?
Sounds good.
Music of Cut Back. All right, so let's start this show. What do you say, folks? Welcome to my show, Rick Show on the radio. Diana
Yes.
and Randell.
Yes.
I was very happy to have notice from you guys that you wanted to be on the show. Diana, we have met. Let's see. We met at the Florida Hampton table, right?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, that's a great place. A great networking thing there for all of South Florida's actors and producers.
Anybody in the entertainment business?
Yep, we met there. Randell, you haven't been there, have you?
No, not yet.
Okay, you got to come to one of those meetings, man.
She's been telling me to come, but
Yeah.
I got to make it out there. I will. I promise.
Now it's going to happen.
Yeah, definitely. So let's talk to you first, Diana. What do
Okay.
you say?
All right.
I think everybody in the collective of filmmakers and actors that are your friends on Facebook really appreciate you for what you do. And I wasn't quite sure if that's what you really do. I mean, you do a lot of casting calls, and you're always connecting people together for production and stuff. Now, I notice you're an actress as well.
Yes.
So what's your niche? Well, first of all, before I get into all that stuff, what I'd like to find out is if you could tell us, where you're from, a little bit about yourself.
Okay, I was born in New York, Staten Island, New York, and I was raised by a single immigrant mother in New York. And after quite a few years of her not being able to handle me, because I was a really, really
You were
bad
bad?
kid. Oh,
Really?
Yeah, I was just have a lot of energy, like you see now.
couldn't
I can't sit
tell.
still. And, she was trying to work 2 jobs. I was home a lot, latchkey child. Anyway, so I ended up here in Florida with my dad's side of the family and grandma and everything. And I still made a lot of poor choices. You could read all about it on my Facebook page.
No
I have
way.
it on.
Who'd have thunk that about Diana S. Rice, huh?
Gosh,
She's
yeah.
such a good girl now.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
I mean, I am sort of, but never will I
Okay.
be that good. No. Anyway.
And when did you move down here?
In 1982.
Okay.
And
So
I-
you were like about 12 or...
Yeah, right on, man. Yeah.
Cool,
I grew
okay.
up in Broward County, went to Crystal Lake Middle School and Deerfield Beach High School.
Mm-hmm.
And so I used to like to party a lot. And
Who doesn't? Who
I know.
didn't? Yeah.
yeah,
Back
but
then.
I just, and then I always connected people. Actually, when I look back, I always connected people in high school and in college and everything I've ever done. I loved that. So now if I could get paid for doing that, that would be freaking awesome.
That's what we're all working towards, right? We're all working towards that anyway.
yeah.
Right now, we're just paying for it, that's for
Right.
sure,
It's-
aren't we?
I'm doing my internship. That's how I see it.
Yeah, sure,
'Cause
paying the dues. So when did you start becoming interested in, acting or film or the entertainment business?
Well, in April of 2013, let me just go back to 2012. My son had an accident, a traumatic brain injury. He's fine now. He goes to FAU high school and he's brilliant and
Great.
he's in college full time now. But at that time, I had to quit my job as a mental health counselor. So I was a mental health counselor at at-risk teens for quite a few years. I have a master's degree in mental health counseling.
So you had some experience in that too, huh?
Yeah, I guess that's why I went into that field, because I was an at-risk teen. And that's just a dumb, to me, I feel like that's such a dumb label, because I think every teen's at risk. I
Yeah.
don't care where you're from.
Sure.
I mean, I think every human being's at risk. Well, anyway,
Mm-hmm.
so then a girlfriend of mine named Trisha Chatterton from middle school. She was a producer in New York and a photographer, and she's like, let me come and take some pictures of you. So she did. And after that, she's like, why don't you put these into to a bunch of agencies? And I'm like, all right. And I did, and I got called up, and now I have a few agents, and I love it.
Was it for modeling or for acting or?
Well, I wanted to just to do lifestyle modeling, and then I got a chance on Craigslist. Which, be careful, anybody that's out there that's trying to go into acting
I heard
and stuff.
about that, yeah.
Craigslist. I mean, there are legit ads. Mm-hmm. They are, and I was very blessed to find the legit ones, but there were some crazy ones as well.
Right.
And I know how to handle myself, so I knew how to,
navigate that whole thing.
Navigate that.
Maybe you can help me out. I was actually going to start looking for an actor for a production coming up because I exhausted all these things and I can't find somebody to play.
Well, I got to help you then. Oh no, I'll
Yeah.
find your vampire.
I need one
I will find
male
your vampire.
vampire.
All right. Well,
So-
we're on. After the show, we're on, man.
Okay, we'll talk about that.
All right.
Cool. All right.
So anyway, and then after that, I went and did a Craigslist ad, and then my agent sent me, and I took some classes, and it was since 2013, April 2013, and I love human beings.
Yeah. Did you? That's great. Yeah. Did you ever take any acting classes from any local acting coaches?
I did. I have Jeff Seymour is my
Oh, yeah.
latest, and I adore this man. He
Oh, yeah.
he knows what's up. I read his book twice, and I watch every video he puts out there, and I definitely
Yep.
try to I don't know. He's just brilliant. He's a brilliant guy. I also had a private coaching with Oksana Horton from Revelation Ministries. So
I know who she is. I actually worked through Revelation Ministries for a while
Really?
with Travis, right?
I don't know the game
older
because
guy?
I really don't do theater.
Yeah, me either. But I ran sound for them for a little while.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, so Oksana really, I loved her. And then I did take Jane Kelly and Kim Houston as well. So those are the people that I've been
Yeah.
under
Jeff
their
Seymour
wing.
is a great guy.
Oh, my word.
He was on the show, actually. Just last week. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great
that's
guy.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, it was I think I only had him on. I mean, we just talked for a whole hour. He had a lot to talk about.
And he's funny.
Yeah, he's funny,
He's hilarious.
and he's got like 3 or 4 like acting classes
Yeah.
all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
Dade, Broward.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's all about respecting the actor, and that's what I absolutely love about him, is that he really knows how to go into every single person, that's in his class and make them come out of their shell.
I would think that for my own personal journey as a filmmaker, I started as a writer. I wrote and I directed and produced my own stuff. I think we're all kind of doing that, right? But I've never acted or never considered myself an actor. So I always thought, it'd be a good idea to go to one of these classes and see, if you want to talk to an actor and say, oh, give me more of this, give me more of that, you should step in their shoes.
That is right.
But I haven't done that yet. I'm just admitting that right now. I'm kind of scared. I don't want to go to an acting class and have okay, now be a tree.
No, it's nothing like
They
that
don't
with him.
make you be a tree or anything like that?
No, it's nothing
They embarrass
like
you and
that.
make you cry in front of people and
No,
stuff?
no, not
See,
him.
that's why I don't go there, yeah.
So,
Now,
definitely.
actors it's a very personal thing.
It is.
I've come to really respect actors, especially serious actors.
Mm-hmm.
I know that some friends of mine that were playing some parts that were very like a grueling part, like if they have to be a very bad person, and they have to do some really bad things, it takes them days to shake that off.
That happened to me on
You know?
Illume.
Yeah.
On Illume, there's a movie by Danny Debs called Illume the Movie, and we've been working on that for over a year now. And it's an independent project, and he works full time, so it's hard to get people together.
Right.
But that character I played, I still play Miss Jennifer Sullivan, because we still have a couple of shots left, and I'm an abused wife, and also I'm being bullied by the main bully of the school, which after I put that out on my public page, numerous teachers have contacted me about, wow, can I tell you my story? Can I share
Wow.
my story about being bullied by students? And I'm
Wow.
like, wow. But it took me, I watched The Burning Bed before that shot, because he asked me to, and I was
Right.
right after that, and I know people are like, you should be able to get out of it, but I'm just not.
Yeah.
I'm so passionate in what I do
Yeah.
that it took me about 3 days to get out of that, because the scene was him coming at me, grabbing my hair, and about to hit me. And in reality, if any man did that to me, they would be in a lot of trouble, because even though I'm tiny, I'll just go off on you.
Right.
But so that was real acting, because I had to sit there and submit to that and then act like an abused person. And they gave me a whole new vision on what people that happens to. Oh my gosh.
What it happens to. But even our actors, that we ask them to do certain things, and I don't really know what it takes. I can imagine what it takes to muster up that kind of feeling and ability, because actors, for me, an actor, when they become what they're supposed to, the character is, that's the best thing. I mean, they're not acting, they're becoming. And I know that's what they want to do, but there's just so much, becoming an abused woman, or becoming a murderer, or becoming a drug addict or whatever. And you've seen some great performances by some very famous actors, and you see what they go through, and they lose a lot of weight.
Right. That whole transformation, to me, in my eyes, because of my belief system, it's a very spiritual thing.
Sure.
And so your mind, body, soul goes into that. I mean, I've already worked with him, and I saw like how we would have to, when he plays his character in Fight Within.
That's Randell you're talking about.
Yes, Randell. Sorry.
Most people are listening on the radio. So.
Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
Yeah, and then me having, trying to protect my daughter, and I mean that whole, it was. We'll let him talk about that. But I think that's awesome. That whole scene.
Well, we're still going to focus a little bit on you, because I got an hour here. We'll get to everything here. I just want to go through the process. And what I'm trying to get to is to find out, Diana S. Rice, what is it that you? What do you consider yourself? Because we, like I said, we see a lot of posts that you put on, and you're always trying to put people together. You're always supporting works.
Yes.
And I don't know, are you a producer, or what do you want to?
I guess because it's only not even been 2 years.
2 years since what?
Since I started in this business ever.
So how about that, folks? 2 years, and now she's out there, and a lot of people come to you. Looking for this or looking for that, and it's great. I think it's all in the intention.
It is the intention of the heart. I mean, I'm a counselor by trade, really.
Okay.
I mean, remember that. I'm a counselor and a teacher, and I just love watching people succeed, because as a counselor, there's so many lost people out there and hurting people, and all they need is that guidance, to realize that they have a purpose in this world. And so all of a sudden, as I got put in on April 2013, I started a Facebook page and everything, blind faith, just going, all right, because I'm going to say it. God told me to go and do it, and I obeyed. And so all of a sudden, I'm out there and just going by faith, and I've met beautiful people, beautiful souls, but I've also met a lot of people that are hurting and lost, and they don't know. This business is, it could tear a soul up.
Yes, it can, and there's a lot of people that I've met that don't have that solid faith thing that I believe you and I share. That they get, I don't know, they just they're chasing things, and if this doesn't happen, then my whole world falls apart,
And then they become depressed and anxiety. I see a lot of depression and anxiety. I see a lot of low self-esteem in this business. I mean, when I'm on a set as an extra, I love going and being an extra. People are like, well, you've done enough extra work. I'm like, I don't think so. I'll even do extra work for free just because I love being on set.
Yeah.
What
is it about that you like so much?
Seeing the creation come together.
Oh, yeah.
Seeing somebody's vision and all the work that it takes. I never knew that, because it's not like I grew up in this business, or I never said I want to be an actress when I grow up. You know what I mean?
Right.
It just happened all of a sudden, and so when I'm on a set, I do see a lot of the selfies every 5 seconds of some of these girls, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like. Really? And they're just checking their hair and everything. And I know maybe because I'm older and I'm over a certain age. I was about to tell you.
25.
Yes, over 25. But at the same time, there's women my age or older that are so insecure. And if they only put their soul into their creator instead of in the hands of other human beings, they would find that peace and their purpose, and
yeah, I think you're right about that. I had my own little epiphany a while back, and I've decided to open myself up to the possibilities of what I was supposed to be here for. And ever since I did that, I mean, there's miraculous things happened to me. I mean, just happen.
Yes.
No control other what I think that if you're just doing the right thing, if you're moving forward and you're doing what you believe you're here to do, then doors open up for you that you really don't have any control over. That's just part of the overall plan. And I have to say it's a plan, but it does seem, I keep using the word serendipitous. It just seems like things happen that to fulfilled or to get the work done. If it's a good work, it'll get done.
Exactly.
That's the way I look at it. So, and I notice now that since we get on this subject of the kind of projects that you support and work on are they're mostly like faith-based type films?
It's actually not only faith-based. When I first started and I talked to my husband, I've been married for almost 20 years. And we have 4 kids.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you. Yeah. I know people are always surprised. And I'm like, I guess in this day and age, people are surprised that, well, anyway.
20 years, yeah.
And I still adore him.
2 weeks now.
I know. Congratulations. I know. Congratulations. I can't wait to meet her.
By the way, yes, I just want to say hello to Caroline over there. She's watching in Ireland. Hi, Caroline.
I can't wait to meet
Come back here.
Yeah.
9th. We'll see you.
Yeah. So I the projects that I do have to have a positive outcome.
Sure.
Because sometimes you have to see the ugly to see the beauty.
Yeah,
so
of course you do.
I've heard, there's legalistic people out there that give me a hard time about the things that I do choose to go into.
Yeah.
And then
the judgmental.
Yes,
like,
you know what I'm talking
it's not
about.
in the book here.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I'm not into that.
And I'm not either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm a follower of Jesus Christ. I follow the words in red, and that's just to love people and
what's wrong with that
to
message?
love God and to love people. Really, that's about it. But some of the projects I do are faith-based, and I always, when I went in, I said, my husband and I decided together that I will never do kissing scenes or horror flicks. And everybody ever hears that, they're like, you're never going to get work. And I'm always working.
Yeah, there's always a niche there. Yeah, I remember you told me that one time. Because I had this scene where you were, making out and stuff like that. And it was a horror flick, too, by the way. So, but
I think I was the vampire, no?
I decided not to use you for that one.
Exactly. So, but that's my prerogative. And people either, if they respect me for it or if they're not. I have boundaries, and I'm going to keep my boundaries. It's not, but... it hasn't been all perfect. 2014, I had some really, really rough spots. And but on those rough spots... Career-wise or...? Yeah, the whole thing, everything. To me, it was God weeding and sifting me out of stuff that I probably have had dealt with for 40 years. Yeah. And now I've come to the next level, and I feel it. I'm a warrior now. And
well, you know how to keep the sword sharp, You got to... put some abrasive thing on there to keep it sharp. That's just the way it is. Right. If it was all good all the time, it wouldn't be good, would it? It would be like normal. You'd just, okay.
Yeah, the highs are real high in this business and the lows are real low. I realized that. Even when I was a therapist, I saw some crazy stuff, some really crazy things with families and everything. And that was a hard thing. I had compassion fatigue. I'll admit that. You come in because you're so exhausted from hearing everybody's problems all the time. But at the same time, like here in this business, I think because we're artists, we don't think in a square, hole.
No, we're not supposed to. Yeah, a square hole. Right? Yeah. Well, we do think in a square hole. Yeah, that's just the problem.
Fit. Things don't fit like that. We are artists, so as artists, our minds think so far beyond normal human beings. I guess whatever normal is. But at the same time, like I feel like I have found home. Like I've always thought I was crazy, and everyone's always said I was crazy. But now my crazy is normal in this business. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, as a matter of fact, which is kind of crazy. So now I know that you started off as an actress. It sounds to me like you're more of a producer.
I don't want
Right?
to call myself. I don't know. I'm a public figure. That's what I wrote on my Facebook page. I don't
Okay.
know. I really don't know. I love.
Well, let's talk about writer. Is
yeah.
there an interest in that? I know there is. I'm just
Yes.
baiting you on.
I know you are. Okay, so Rick was so sweet. He's just got this awesome class, and I went to his class, and I had no idea what I was doing about writing. I've always wrote poetry for 25 years now, and and I have them secretly because poetry is deep stuff. It's like writing music or writing a script or something like that. And he encouraged me to find something that I've written and just think about it and start writing. So I had a week in Plumtree, North Carolina. And
That's where George's from, by the way. George Rodriguez. Plumtree.
anyway, and I spent alone, basically. My husband likes to hunt and do his own thing, so we were both up there, but he was doing his own thing, and I started writing away. And
Great.
I would say 100 and something pages later, I had my first draft of my script, and I know I have a lot more to work through, but I got it done.
Now,
And
did you do? I suggested that you not worry so much about the format of script so far and just write the story.
Okay, so I'm a type A OCD kind of person. I mean, obviously, I have my red portfolio, and I
Yep.
carry that all around all the time. So
And your crib notes.
yeah, exactly. And I ended up. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I ended up just writing it perfectly. Like I researched everything before I got up to North Carolina to see how a script is supposed to be written, and I wrote it exactly how it's supposed to be written.
Did you really? Because I started doing that. I started tabbing over
Yes.
the exact amount.
Oh,
they have
my-
programs for that, by the way. Yeah.
I wish I knew that before, but
Free
I did
programs
that.
that'll just fill it in for you.
Right.
Try
no.
Celtex, CELTX.
Right. Well, I already wrote it in Word, so
Oh,
with my
well,
little
you can
tab
still do
self.
that. Yeah, you just dump it in, and it'll
Really?
figure it out. It'll help you figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I've already been working on the second draft.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, I've learned from others about script writing, but it's great this day and age that we live in now, where we can just go to the internet and learn anything that we need to learn. It's really, if you want to be a writer, you want to learn how to write a script,
Yes.
you don't even have to go to the library. Just you can do anything with the technology that it is now, and that's what I did. I just, I read a book basically, and when I started a group, a screenwriters group, and I learned from other screenwriters that have been that are around, more prominent. Alan Darnay is one of the guys that I took one of his classes, and he showed me a few things, and and I think that's all it takes is to just put your own spin on things,
Right.
And we're talking about the process of making a movie, which of course I'll get Randell to chime in here. Randell, you haven't said anything. Well, I know we're talking to Diana, but if you guys have something that you want to chime in and say, feel free to just jump in. But we're going to talk to you.
Okay.
You
I'm
know,
just soaking
after
in
the break.
everything. This is interesting.
Right, but you know how hard it is, or the process of writing a script and keeping that whole science of making sure it looks like a professional script,
Yes.
and it gives all the information, and the dialogue is great and the action is there, and then to take that and to okay, so now where do I put my cameras? There's like a big divide between page and the picture.
Yep.
And all that is stuff that how do you learn that? You got to just do it by there's ways of learning that stuff in schools and all that, but if you go the internet route, it's tough.
I think it's experience more than anything, because I could have read 100 books on all this, just like when I was a therapist after I graduated. Where I learned was my internship more than anything.
Of course, you're right.
I did not learn. I mean, I did learn from the books, and I had to take tests and everything, but it was the hands-on process that really was my
Right.
teacher.
Exactly.
So same
I
with
agree.
the
Yeah, hands on all
Yep.
the way.
So let me just ask you, what's your favorite part about filmmaking? What do you consider yourself? There's acting, there's producing, there's directing. Have you done all of those things?
No, I have not directed yet, but I'm fixing to. I'm sure I will. I want to try it just because I want to have a respect for every area of this process. So that's why, I do the extra work. I've done producing. I've learned how to be a line producer as well. I went under Chaz, I call him. Anyway, and I went with him and Tamara Seymour White, and we sat there for hours while he sat there and taught. And that's what I love, is that anytime I find someone that is willing to share their wisdom, that's who gets invited to my Facebook group. So my Facebook group is a secret group. So
really?
You think it's public, but it's not. So anyone in that group, it's because I've come across you. You've been very respectful and kind to me, and now I want to come and help you. Nice. So that's why.
I'm honored.
Is that why I'm not on it anymore?
No,
No, I'm only kidding.
No. So that's how, No, I booted some people off.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard for me to boot anybody off because that's not the kind of person. But if you hurt me pretty bad, I'm going to boot you off.
All right. So do you have any projects you're working on right now? I know we're going to take a break at the bottom of the hour or so, but we got a few minutes. What kind of projects are you working on right now that you want to talk about or that you're involved in?
Okay, well, right now with Randell, we're shooting actually this Sunday another one of my scenes as Denise Perez.
Nice. Well said.
For Fight Within. And we just wrapped up and we're editing as this past week for Aya's Birds and the Bees music video that we're trying to enter into the widescreen film and music video
festival. That's going to be great. Yeah, we're all looking forward to that.
I know, I'm excited.
Yes. Did you said you have a film in there?
Yeah, actually, the first feature film we did was I Before Thee with my right-hand man, Aaron Abelto.
Hey, Aaron, how's it going over there? Try to keep it down, man.
And we submitted the trailer, and we got accepted, so
okay.
We're just finishing the actual movie, and we're going to put that in also. So
hey, I was watching your trailer there. We'll definitely show that a little bit when we get back. That's some nice stuff you got going there.
Thank you.
And as far as you, Diana, there was something that you sent to me, a video or a music video or something.
Oh,
that
yes.
You were that
just got accepted too to the widescreen. Dramatic Thoughts, Burning Flares, and I play his mommy.
You play everybody's mom. What's up with that?
I know. I'm always the teacher, counselor, mommy. I guess
you're only
maybe
25 years old and you're the mommy.
Yeah, so we have that too. And I'm also producing season 2 and acting in, I play the mother, in Dear Future Wife season 2.
You sent me some stuff on that. Maybe you can come back and sometime and we'll bring those actors and producers for that.
Oh, that'll be great.
That production, yeah.
Yes. So, there's been, I worked on Vow as Professor Karen Lang with Derek Johnson, Illume the Movie with Danny Debs, Between the Crossroads with Alexandra Bayo.
I know who that is.
She's part of the widescreen.
Right, that's right.
Too. And
so this music video, let's play a little bit of that and just I know it's a longer one, so let's just play the first. Are you in the?
I'm in the after she sings a little bit, and then all of a sudden you'll.
Let's listen to this for a little bit.
Oh wait,
here.
this is the end.
It is?
Oh no! Oh, there I am.
No
kisses to my mother as she forcing me out. Feeling ashamed to growing more unaffectionate. Causing this pain, I guess I'm also more passionate. Strolling through the rain, my life a storm magnet. Thinking about the things when only sense fill my pockets. Just to take a ride from hood to hood, see the projects. Section 8, one without a place allowed to crashing. Tears across my eyes as I slept. Flow mattress, stress filled the mind inside. Weak, restless, kicked out from here, next to next. Something got.
Now, who's the producer and the artist on this?
Dramatic Thought.
Yeah.
And it was Curveline Films. Steven Soros' Curveline Films.
Okay.
He's the one who is the DP.
What's
and
Dramatic
director.
Thought now? Is that a company? Or?
No, that's his name. That's the rapper's name. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Dramatic Thought. He has a Facebook page if you want to look him up, and his YouTube. So, and it was the craziest thing how I got this. This is how networking works, guys. I made friends with a man named Lauren Ferguson on a commercial shoot. He remembered me, and all of a sudden, he was playing, I think, an FBI agent on Burn Notice or something like that with Steven, the Curveline Films. And so Steven's like, man, I can't find anyone that looks like this guy. And I'm doing his music video, and they're trying to find a mom. And Lauren's like, oh my goodness, wait, what about her? Showed my picture. called me the next day. I got the job, and bam, I became his mommy.
That's awesome. All right. Well, you're a very busy lady, and South Florida is very happy to have you here amongst us. You know, you're a good force for good and for collaboration, and I thank you for coming on the show. We're going to take a little bit of a break, and we're going to talk to Randell about your film and your projects next, okay?
Sounds good.
Let's take a little bit of a break here on SoFloRadio.com.
Thank you.
Shock Pop Comic-Con, South Florida's biggest Comic-Con and pop culture experience, comes to the Broward County Convention Center in Fort Lauderdale, February 13th through the 15th, featuring the largest guest lineup ever in South Florida, including Robert Englund, John Waters, Bam Margera, RJ Mitty, Danny Trejo, Elvira, Ralph Macchio, Sylvester McCoy, and more. Reunions from A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Friday the 13th, Demons, The Karate Kid, The Hobbit, X-Men Days of Future Past, Angel, Miami Vice, The Brady Bunch, Sons of Anarchy, and tons more. See the biggest lineup of comic artists and writers ever in South Florida. Tons of animation guests, pro wrestlers, a massive vendor floor including artists, crafters, exhibitors, movie and television studios, over 4,000 square feet of video games and tabletop gaming, original art exhibits, tons of screening, Ink Fusion Tattoo Festival, live music performances, and a cosplay contest with the largest payout ever in South Florida. Join the cast of the Powwow, Luis the Artiste, Joe Daddy, and cosplay Scream Queen Chainsaw Sammy, broadcasting live every day from 1 to 3 p.m. Listen live on SoFloRadio.com. Brought to you by ShockPopComicCon.com.
Put a team of professional consultants behind your home or business computer with Key Information Solutions, providing solutions to your internet and computing needs while keeping you on the cutting edge of technology. Preventative maintenance and networking support, hardware and custom-built computers. Let Key Information Solutions be your personal tech staff for your home or office with affordable hourly, monthly, or annual rates to fit anyone's budget. Call Key Information Solutions now, 954-973-3374. That's 954-973-3374. Or visit keyinformation.com.
When you're ready to actually lose weight safely and steadily while being monitored by a physician, the Weight Loss Clinic of Dr. Kim Jacobson is there for you. The family medicine practice was established by her father in 1956 and continues as a medical practice that now specializes in weight reduction. Dr. Kim Jacobson joined the practice 20 years ago as both a family medicine practitioner and weight loss specialist. The Weight Loss Clinic utilizes a combination of appetite suppression medication and vitamins to produce great results, usually 3 to 4 pounds per week for most patients. Now you can change your lifestyle while still enjoying your own food, just less of it. They offer a choice of 2, 3, or 4-week plans. So whether you just need to lose a few pounds or a lot, the Weight Loss Clinic of Dr. Kim Jacobson can help you. They're located at 5454 Northeast 4th Avenue in Miami, just 2 blocks west of 54th Street and Biscayne Boulevard. Call them at 305-751-0091. They'll be happy to answer any and all of your questions. That's 305-751-0091. Get started on a beautiful new body today with Dr. Kim Jacobson and the Weight Loss Clinic.
Yoga Gangsters, a Miami-based non-profit organization, provides free yoga programming to youth and young adults who are either at risk or in crisis. The Yoga Gangsters' mission is to use yoga as a tool to teach youth self-awareness, self-respect, and self-control. If you're interested in establishing a program or wish to make a contribution, contact Marisol at 305yoga.com or explore their website, yogagangsters.org.
Terrestrial radio, they don't want us or yous around no more, so... They hit us, so hit them back. SoFloRadio.com.
We're back, folks. Back on the air. Rick's Show on the radio. That was Diana S. Rice. She was just telling us all about the good stuff she's working on there. And next up is Randell J. Jackman. How you doing, Randell?
Doing great, sir. How you doing?
Welcome to the show, man.
Thank you.
I see you got some friends with you.
Yes, I got Aaron Abelto and Woody Deant. Do I say that right?
It's Deant.
Deant.
Oh.
Deant. How's it going, guys?
I'm doing great.
Can we see everybody here? Is Woody in there?
Yeah,
Oh, there he is.
There you
Okay.
look up.
Can I
Woody, wave.
Say hello.
Wave to your
That
mom.
way.
Hey, mommy.
All right, great. All right, so Randell, man, I noticed that you had a lot of friends on your Facebook page that were going, "Oh, Randell's going to be on the radio." Awesome.
My supporters. I
Yeah.
love them. Love them all. I love you guys.
Yeah, man. Hey, by the way, if anybody wants to call in here and harass Diana or anything like that, give us a call. The number here is 954-990-0036. We're taking calls. So, if you have any questions for our guests, just give us a call over here, SoFloRadio.com. So, Randell.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you from and how long you been down here?
All right. Well, I was born and raised in Trinidad and Tobago. Moved to Key Largo, Florida. You ever been there?
Oh,
Key Largo,
yeah,
Florida?
man. I had a girlfriend that lived there for a while.
You shouldn't say that.
And my
one.
mom lives. Well, no, I'm married. Sorry, honey. But my mom lives down in the Keys.
Nice.
Yeah, I love to go there a lot. It's nice.
So I was 12 years old when I moved there, and with my mom, and lived there. Went to Key Largo Middle School and the Core Shores High School there. Played football.
Boy, that's paradise.
Oh yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it.
Did you take a boat or?
Oh yeah, we boated a lot. Probably the only black guy out there on like the jet skis.
There's a couple of them.
I promise you, not my friends. They won't go out. Just me.
Really?
I was the odd one out, but I loved it.
That's something else. Growing up in going to high school in the Keys. That should be
on the
fun.
beach. We were right on the beach.
Man.
High school.
A little side story. I'm from Philadelphia, and I moved here. All right, 1968, long time ago. In 1968, when I was living in the streets of Philadelphia, not in the streets, but the city in Philadelphia, the biggest show on TV was Flipper.
Oh yeah.
And mine was, and there was another show called Gentle Ben, which was about a big bear, right? A little boy and his bear. So man, I was telling all my friends, I'm moving to Florida, and I'm gonna have a dolphin and a bear for pets. It didn't work out that way, but it almost did for you, huh?
Well, it's never too late to get a dolphin and a bear.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. Right. Maybe I'll look for one when we get.
But after I graduated high school, my sister got a job up in Pembroke Pines as a nurse, so I moved there with her, and my mom moved to New York, and ever since then I've just been living.
How'd you get interested in the film business?
Well,
and in what capacity? What is it that attracted you?
Well, in middle school, I actually was on TTV, basically doing the sports and the morning announcements, and I loved it. But then when I got to high school, it wasn't cool to be on TV like that, so I played sports. Yeah, it's weird.
It wasn't cool.
So I played high school football and.
You were a thespian.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, man, I'm a football player.
My senior year, I found out that I couldn't go play college football because of my status, because I was illegal or whatever the case was. Okay. So I couldn't continue because in high school, all I thought about was football. I knew I was going to go to NFL. But that happened. So I played semi-pro, got hurt. South Florida Sharks, I got hurt. But they didn't have insurance, so I had to come out my pocket. And I want to just drifted me away. So when I moved to Pembroke Pines with my sister, I met this guy on the basketball court. He kind of
who's this guy now? We're on the radio.
Aaron Abelto.
Hey, Aaron.
Hey, what's up?
And I was with my brother-in-law at the time, my sister's ex-boyfriend, and he heard our accent. We was speaking Trinidadian on the basketball court, trying to do plays so nobody knows what we're saying. And he's like, "Oh, you guys from Trinidad?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like, "Oh, I got a cool roti spot. We should hang out." So
roti, yeah. I love roti.
You like roti?
Yeah,
nice,
of course.
Nice. So ever since then, like, he was telling me that he's into the business and like he's been to Cali and did a couple short films and whatnot.
Okay.
And I was like, I always wanted to do that, but I drifted away from it. So since I met him, man, my passion came back. And
when was that?
This was like 2000.
Wow, that's a long time. I don't even know.
2012? 2013?
I don't know. Was it two? Nah, it's before.
11 maybe? 2011.
It was just a long time. We know
2011.
Well,
one of
that's
those.
like, okay.
Yeah, I'm an old guy, man. I can't remember a lot.
Really?
You're not that old.
Really?
Trust me, you're not that old.
Yeah, well, somebody that says like 2012 is a long time
Yes,
ago.
right?
Yeah.
And then he's saying, I'm
Didn't I
an
just
old
mention
guy.
1968?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not that bad.
Right? Or 82.
President Kennedy. Anyway, so introduce your friends too. I mean, I know you guys started working together as filmmakers.
Yep, Aaron Abelto, he's writer, director, actor. And Woody, I met Woody through auditions. He came to my audition to audition for Greg. and he killed it. And I was like, yes, I want this guy. That was it.
As an actor, Woody, is that what you are primarily? Is that what you're interested in?
This has been my passion since I was a kid. I've been wanting to be an actor since I was 6, 7 years old. The first film I memorized from beginning to end was Coming to America.
Oh, really?
And once I did that, I reenacted the whole scene from beginning to end in front of my friends and family. And from that point, I knew for sure this is what I wanted to do. Yeah. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Can you do a little bit of it for us right now? Just a little bit?
Let me tell you something over here. Joe Louis is good, but the bad Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano ain't nothing.
That's a barber scene. I remember that one. That's awesome.
That's great.
Not bad. He did kill it, by the way.
I told you.
Cool. Excellent.
They're practicing that for a long time.
So let's talk about your film,
Yes.
Fight Within.
Fight Within.
That's the one that you're currently passionate on and working on?
Fight Within it's kind of a backstory of mine, but it's enhanced to the point where I can put it on a screen and people be interested, you know? So I'm not that type of an interested guy, but basically it's about an illegal immigrant, which is myself, and something horrible happened in my past. I'm not going to say because it's a spoiler. So I was sent to America to get away from it, and being illegal in America, there's no way to make money but to fight in the streets. So I take so I fight in the streets.
Sounds like a great storyline.
Yes, it's crazy. I don't even know how I came up with it. I don't know how I wrote it. It just came out, and I just kept going with it. And
oh yeah, you do. There's this direct connect from the universe, God, that comes through your fingers when that happens.
Yes,
man.
I like that.
No doubt about it.
I love it. So so basically, he's fighting in the streets. He's making money. Everything's going good. But what happens is he gets so good that he raises this hype, this buzz, and the owner of the street fighting league finds out, like, why am I losing money? So he tries to find out about him. He digs deep, finds out about his past and everything. So he kind of uses that against him. And it's a lot of twists and turns. And
awesome.
He doesn't believe in God, but his girlfriend does, and her family. And she tries to get that into his mind also. And it's a lot of twists and metaphors in it, which is going to make people think a lot when they watch it.
Now, are you, you're the writer?
Writer, director, and the main actor in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And it's currently in production now?
Right now, yes. We're probably like 58.7% finished shooting.
I love how you do
probably
that,
about 58.7.
He gives me percentages all the time because if not, I'm like, come on, when are we done?
That's good. Hey, listen, I noticed that a lot of the most successful filmmakers dwell in the details. You know, details are very important when it comes to that filmmaking and all different things.
I agree.
You just slow, you know, if you just like lighting, who cares about the lighting? You know, then it's going to look like that. But if you really get into it, you know.
Yeah, I'm definitely into it. And I had an issue actually one time on set where, I'm not going to name any names, but they try to rush my DP. And I told my DP he can take the whole day if he has to light a scene. And people don't understand that, like, lighting is one of the main things in movies. So I would never, ever, ever rush a DP. So that conflicted to a lot of things, and that guy's not with us anymore, but my DP is. And till this day, I tell him take his time. And the work he does, his name is David Escortia, by the way. The work he does is it's out of this world. Out of this world. I've never seen it in my life.
Wow, that's great.
Out of this world.
So George Rodriguez tells me we have a caller on the phone here. You want to? Who's on the phone? Hello, welcome to Rick Show on the radio.
Hi, honey. It's your wife from Ireland.
Listen, you have such a pretty voice. Let's hear some more. Diana here was
3 weeks married tomorrow, darling.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, 3 weeks.
Nice.
Am I getting a weekly countdown on my? It's 3 weeks now. It's 4 weeks now. It's 5 weeks.
Oh no, you're going down.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
3 weeks, 2 weeks.
Hi, honey. Listen, it's snowing over here, and I'm here to say hi to Diane. And that she's an amazing woman, and I've loads in common with her, and I can't wait to meet her and talk to her.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
Thank you so much, Caroline, for calling in all the way from Ireland. So, you know, Rick's Show on the radio and SoFloRadio.com has a wide reach.
Yes, that's awesome.
All right, honey. Thanks a lot. Listen, I'll see you on the night.
Hello to everybody. Take care. Bye,
Caroline. Thanks for calling.
Caroline.
Bye, Daddy.
That's cool.
That is cool.
Thanks, George. Yeah.
Oh, she's got an awesome accent.
Yeah.
I want an accent. Everybody here has an accent but me.
You got
I
a
do?
New York accent.
All right, then.
So, Aaron.
Yes.
How you doing, man?
I'm all right.
Tell me a little bit about how do you guys know each other here? What's your association? Are you working on Fight Within?
Yeah, I'm actually his first assistant director, and
okay,
basically everything he needs. Basically,
I heard that the first assistant director is a guy that gets blamed for everything.
Yep, that is true. That is true. We get blamed for everything.
Yeah, because you don't want to blame the director.
No.
Nah, they get away. They get away.
Yeah.
But you know, we how long we started this project? We started this project right after our first one, I Before Thee, which is like you said earlier, the trailer got accepted into the Widescreen Festival, and we are currently putting it into the Widescreen Festival. So we're waiting on that. We also sent it to other places, you know, around. You know, I think that was our first feature film.
Yeah.
So it was interesting to go through that whole process, you know. So
yeah, and Woody, you play a part in the as an actor. Do you play a part in the?
In which I Before Thee?
Yeah.
No, actually, I didn't know these guys at that time.
Okay.
I actually met them through the audition, and it's funny because I was going through Facebook looking for auditions. I joined many groups, South Broward acting group. So I saw his post and Randell's post, and I replied to it, and I got an email back telling me to come in to do the audition. And I remember seeing Aaron talking about, you know, shooting with a couple of friends and stuff while I was waiting for my audition. So I remembered his face, and then when I went in, I saw Randell. I did my part, and I felt like I nailed it, and I walked out with confidence. And then I didn't hear from them for a month. So by that time,
Sorry.
So by that time, I said, you know what? I guess they found somebody better for the job, so it's all good. I'll just move on to the next. And I got a phone call from a random number, and I normally don't pick up random numbers, but fate made me pick up that number, and I picked it up, and it was Randell telling me that I got the part. And I was like doing cartwheels at work, and I'm like, man, I got the part. We'll probably play my first action movie. And from that day, since day one, I met Randell, I met Aaron. I've been having a blast doing this film. I enjoyed their presence. I enjoyed being with them. The chemistry, clicked the moment I stepped on the set. So
that's excellent. So I'll tell you what, I know you sent me a couple of trailers here. So why don't we line up and which one are you going to play for? I Before Thee? Let's play a little bit of that one first, and we'll come back.
All righty.
We search all our lives for that special somebody. I guess what I'm trying to say is, will you marry me?
I'm so happy. I'm gonna be a mommy. I need my husband.
I'm gonna be a father.
Where's Kelsey?
Where you been, man?
You won't believe who I ran into today.
Jeffrey Douglas? Is that you?
She's in town?
She gave me her number and she said she wanted to meet up for something, you know?
You're not seriously thinking about that, are you?
You promised me a few weeks ago that we would spend Christmas Eve together. Now you're going back on your word. I don't want a better life. I just want my husband.
You need to make a decision before it's too late.
Is Kelsey gonna be okay?
She's just resting right now. She'll be awake soon. Promise.
It was all on your mind. Help! Somebody!
Did I ever tell you the story about how I met your mom?
No, Daddy.
I promise I will never leave you.
All right, well, that looks pretty compelling right there. Definitely. I want to go see that movie.
Nice.
For sure. Man, that was
well done, as a matter of fact. Shot really well.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what you have to do, I believe, now, to showcase your talent, There's a lot of talent in South Florida, and we need to showcase it to the world,
Well, that's what this show is all about, showcasing Florida's talent, and we get some of the best here, too. And I noticed that, when I first started messing around in the film business, and I went to some film festivals, and I've seen some really bad things with the sound. It's like they take a look, like your little birthday camcorder,
iPhone.
or an iPhone, and it's horrible, But then I see works like what you guys are doing that have like sound design, whatever that word means, where it actually sounds good, and that's what I like to see, because the whole thing is here. We're going to try to raise the whole area here, up the reputation.
That's the mission.
Yep, absolutely.
If everybody doesn't stop moving, it's like that's what happens. They get really great and good, and then they go away. And that's to be honest, my mission here is I don't want to move. I have a family. I love South Florida. I see the potential. I think that's why I'm such a collaborator, and I want to grow South Florida talent, faith-based or not faith-based. To me, it's all about having positive things out there. And having a great reputation. Everybody just keeps moving to Georgia.
I know. Tommy
or Tommy.
He's coming on next week, so I can kid him about that.
Nice.
Good. Yeah.
Nice.
So, so if anybody wants to call in the last 10 minutes here, the number is 954-990-0036. And I think we got a call here. Why don't we just take it right off the bat?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi. Who's this?
Hi, this is Addis. I was just listening to your show on the radio.
Okay. Do you know which one of these guys you want to talk to here, Alice?
I want to talk to Aaron.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right. What do you want to say? Don't embarrass him now. It's only, millions of people listening. Oh, go ahead. Embarrass him.
Aaron is an amazing up-and-coming director, and he was an absolute pleasure to work with. I was actually in one of his scenes for Eye Before Speed, and it was very exciting. You guys should all be, very excited because he's going to release it soon in one of the up-and-coming film festivals in Florida, actually.
Yeah.
So, I just wanted to call in and say hi.
Hi. Yeah, thank you very much for calling in. We really appreciate it and supporting us here. Yep.
Yeah, no problem.
All right,
and,
sweetheart.
both of them are great people. Both of them. They're amazing.
Yeah, I think we got a room full of nice people here.
Well, they're great film, directors and editors and producers. And,
yeah. Yeah, so
I
are you
can't
looking
hear
forward?
Aaron.
You looking forward
Where's
to
Aaron?
Wow.
I got a fan.
Yeah. A fan or a stalker?
I don't know.
It's one in a row.
It's awesome. I'm jealous.
All right, well, thanks for calling in. Thanks for calling in,
no
hon.
problem.
We'll see you
Have a
at the
great
Widescreen
show.
Film Festival.
Okay, see you then. Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
All right, there you
Nice.
go.
That's nice.
Yeah. Let's watch the other trailer now.
Okay.
You got this is The Fight Within. This is your
Fight
current
Within.
project?
Yes, just a teaser, just to tease the fans, keep them on their feet.
Okay.
Show them that we're making progress.
All right, let's show that, and then we'll talk a little bit about that film.
All right.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank
so
you.
you're the main actor in that one too,
Yes,
huh?
yes.
And that's a feature film.
That is a feature film.
Now tell me, how many films have you done before this?
Including Eye Before Thee, we've done a movie called T-Damp, The Debt That All Men Pay, and In Her Eyes.
And those were short films?
Those were short films. In Her Eyes and T-Damp were short films. In Her Eyes didn't really, that was our first film ever before we knew anything that we were doing. So
we all have those.
Yeah, so we look back at that and make sure we don't make those mistakes. So we use that as a mistake maker and we learn it from that.
Mhm.
T-Damp, we could have made it a feature, but we had a lot of people telling us, "Oh, make a short." So we listened and we made a short, but it came out all right. Not bad, not good. It came out all right. And like I said, every movie we do from here on is going to be better and better and better.
Yeah, it should
so
be,
we
right?
we use it as a stepping stone, and
biting off a feature film though, that's a tough one. I haven't even done that yet.
Oh, man.
I still have like shorts planned, more ambitious shorts, but still short films.
Yeah.
How do you get your head around budgets and the whole thing of a feature film?
Well, with feature films, it's people say it's commitment issues and there's budget issues and everything, but if you're passionate about something and you believe in God, they will take you.
That's right.
He will take you wherever you need to be and put you in a position to make your feature film. You really don't need hundreds of $1,000s or millions of dollars. You just need people who's passionate as you, and being passionate, you'll find those people.
Right.
And then you can make a feature film.
And guess what? You'll find $100,000 too.
You will. You will. He probably will.
Oh, he forgot to mention the late night 3-hour phone calls. Oh, what do we need to do here? We did this. We did this.
All
He
night
forgot to
long.
mention that part.
Oh, every night. Like I don't think we ever not talked within 3 years.
No.
Every night.
Really?
Every
That's
single
great.
night.
Yeah, we gotta stay on the same page.
Well,
So
it's a
important.
comradeship that you build up when you're doing these projects. You
Yeah.
know, it's a long-lasting, life-changing thing when you get done a big project like that.
It's a lot of hard work and it's tough, but once you're passionate, you don't even feel it. Like we have 13, 14-hour shoots, and we're like, where did the time go?
Right?
Yeah. Time goes by when you're having fun.
Yeah.
It does.
But
You know,
there's
I heard a quick theory about that. People like look a little younger than they really are. You've seen that, and it's the theory is that when you have those type of episodes where you're 13 hours and it only feels like 6. Well, you actually only aged to 6 hours.
Nice.
Everybody else in the whole world is aged to 13, but you only aged that.
That makes
just
sense.
by your eyes.
It does.
I like that.
I'm not thinking it's 1 hour now instead of 6 hours. So
Well, I realize in this business that there's either people that are all about themselves, very selfish, narcissistic, and it's about, I want to be famous and be rich, and it's about the money. And then there's people that are only about the art. And that's why they're starving artists, because they're starving because it's about the creation and not about the money. And with with that movie and a lot of other things that I've done, people are like, well, you need a budget. You need a budget. Yeah, I get it. But if I could bring 15 people together for free and they're wanting it and they want it as bad as me, then why not?
Exactly.
Because I've gotten people, naysayers.
Once you get the momentum going on a project and you have other people that are into it, then it's going to keep on kicking through.
Absolutely right. I agree with you 100% on that.
Well, folks, thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Diana S. Rice.
Thank you.
All right, we got everybody here. We have Randell, J. Jackman.
Yes.
And Aaron, Abelto, and Woody. What's your last name, Woody?
Deant. Woody
All right.
Deant.
Hey, man. Thank you for being on the show, and we wish you the best of luck here. And you guys are all welcome to come back on when you have something, when you finish your feature.
Be careful what you say, Rick. I will be here.
We'll take over the show.
You still have a lot more to talk about.
I don't mean next week or anything like that.
It's a lot.
Randell's back again. It's been third week in a row. All right, Diana, thank you very much for being on my show. And I will have you guys on again. I appreciate you coming on and being really good filmmakers down here in South Florida, helping to raise the whole South Florida scene.
Yep.
All right, and I look forward to participating and seeing you guys stuff at the widescreen.
Yes, that's gonna be
Film
fun.
Festival coming
Shout
up.
out to Jared Knowles, man. That's a great thing he's doing.
I got to say one more thing. Don't forget down in Miami, we have the Indie Film Club down there. Those folks are great. As a matter of fact, they have this thing called Not Gonna Move to L.A.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
And
nice.
last year,
last
year they have a film contest where each month, and in August, my film Forever won.
Nice.
This film is about the eternal nature of love. And Monday night, they're having the best of last year, and it's really cool how they choose. It's like an audience thing. They give the audience a bunch of little stuffed animals, and then all the directors get up there, and one by one you throw the stuffed animals, and they collect them. And so if anybody's around next Monday, come down to O Cinema down in Wynwood, and you can see my film Forever. And I hope you vote for me.
I'm gonna throw a lot of stuffed animals.
Shout out to Poi.
Yeah.
Because Poi's
Oh
in
yeah,
that.
Poi, Alan Heyman. And she was only 6 years old
She's
when she was in
adorable.
it. Yeah, Hannah Skinner. All right, folks. Well, that does it for the show, and we'll be back next week. I think Tommy O'Brien's coming back. I think for this 5th or 6th time.
Oh, wow.
Not really. He's going to be leaving us soon, but we're going to be having him and somebody else come on next week. So anyway, we'll see you guys next week. This is Rick's show on the radio on SoFloRadio.com.
SoFloRadio.com and SoFloTelevision.com.